You're watching a recap from Investor XP, the show that covers investing for gamers. Check out the video description for details. AMD, they were beaten down recently. A lot of people were worrying when they're about $10 a share. They've been making their way back up, and some good news coming for the AMD investors. Got an article on them. They're getting more into future technologies, server chips, things like that. Let me pull up the article on AMD. We've talked about the stock several times in the past. Nvidia and AMD have been performing very well. Nvidia much more so, and they're taking off. AMD is a little bit of the underdog, but some good stuff in this article. The first part of the article talks about some of the past in AMD and their development there. It's good stories about how they had some failures. Interesting read. What I wanted to get to was, you see, it talks about their past and kind of living up to Intel. I wanted to talk about some of their newer chips and really their base that they have is they're working a lot closer with Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. So AMD is a good play because their core business is, they got the consoles there. That's a good chunk of their business, and obviously your chips for your PCs. So they've got that to rely on if people start getting nervous on if AMD is just going to completely crash and burn. Then they go into the future, what future tech that they're going to be doing, including getting server grade and chips that out there and ones for augmented reality, virtual reality. AMD is really making a push for all of that. The interesting one was their server grade chips and some of their GPUs that are supposed to overtake everything that NVIDIA has. So they are making another strong push. We've seen in the past, I've pointed it out, how AMD, they'll jump up and then they go back down to their original levels. They haven't had the sustained breakout that NVIDIA has. Let me pull up their stock here. Again, they're one I'm probably going to miss out on because of the dividend. I probably go with Intel, but you see, every time they look like they're really going to break out and make some headway, they retreat back down pretty good. The article has some very good points of AMD finally kind of cracking it beyond their core business that they do. I wouldn't be afraid to get into some AMD. A lot of good things in the future for them. So people will ask me, what do you think of AMD? Because they've been having some wild swings lately. I like what they're saying in this article and what the future has for AMD. Go ahead and check it out. I'll put a link in the description. They start getting into the cloud-based and server business more so than they are with their chips. Could be extra business for them. I believe you'll have another cycle of consoles as large as the PlayStation 2 was around that time, where it sold lots and lots of consoles, and that'll help them out. We're in a bit of a low console-wise. There hasn't been a huge jump since when around the PlayStation 2 came out. The Wii was a huge seller, but that was more for casual gamers. The Switch, you'll probably get some casual gamers in as well, but beyond the Xbox One X, I think there's going to be a console generation where it'll finally be enough to hook people and say, this is a very big upgrade, and you'll get more people buying in. So let me know your thoughts. That's going to be it for today. Sorry if we ran through some of those too quickly. We had a lot of articles today. It's a feast or famine. Either you get way too many things to talk about, or It's a slow news day and the market's down. So, market's up today. We're happy. Leave us some feedback. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't already to get the latest investing news for gamers. Contact the show. The information is on the screen behind us. Chat with us live. We're live 1:30 and 1:30 Eastern, 12:30 Central. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.